With anime and manga becoming even more popular throughout the past decade, with it becoming even more mainstream and easily accessible to many, I think it's a great opportunity for me to share some of my absolute favorites. Though I've seen a lot of anime at this point, I'll be highlighting just 3 in this video. I'll probably talk about every anime I've seen in a later one. Thus far, honestly, I've probably seen less than most anime fans, coming in at only 273 completed shows, and I'm currently watching 8 at the time of making this video. But from all of those anime, here are 3 that really stood out to me and are also not too crazily mainstream. Golden Boy, Gakkou Gurashi School Live, and Sore Yorimo Toi Basho, A Place Further Than the Universe. Now the first one I'll be talking about is Golden Boy. It has made its rounds in some kind of niche memes. You've probably seen it if you're an anime fan. You've probably seen this scene right here where the main character is swimming, or at least attempting to. Well, basically Golden Boy is a comedy ecchi series released around 1995, coming in at only 6 episodes, and each episode being around the average length of anime, which is like 22-23 minutes long. But essentially the show follows this, I think he was a dropout, I forget, but he specializes in part-time work, and each episode you basically following him throughout these different jobs that he takes on and all of his antics. Considering that it is an ecchi show, I'm sure you can piece together what happens, but overall it's just a really good laugh of a show. Quick, fun watch. Each episode is actually really good, and this is definitely one show that I would recommend to watch in dub. Actually, the English dub is hilarious.
I'll do any job you give me, no matter how disgusting, and I'll do it gladly. I don't even want a salary. All I want is a chance. Buddha only waits 3 times.
You didn't quote the proverb correctly.
The main protagonist's voice actor is just absolutely hilarious. He goes all out, and it's a solid. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, it's a really good comedy show, and it's really surprising to see how well this show actually still holds up even after 20+ years. But now the next show is going to be taking a bit of a different turn. It has some comedy aspects, but it's called Gakkou Gurashi, or School Live. Now, this is actually one of the earliest animes I've ever watched. For a little more context, I started really watching anime back in like 2017-ish. Before that, it was really just Dragon Ball, Pokemon, that's it. But when I discovered anime like everything else, this is one of the earlier shows that I've actually watched. This anime is a great mixture of horror, mystery, and slice of life that I thought was just absolutely unique. Considering that was one of the earlier shows that I watched, and even still, after watching nearly 300 anime, this one still really sticks out to me. The show follows a group of high school girls in a post-apocalyptic world filled with zombies, and as they simply try to survive. Now, the anime doesn't go as in-depth and as far as the manga as most anime really do, but after reading the manga, man, it's honestly near perfect in my opinion. It's a great show. Just the way that School Live manages to take a high school, it is technically a high school anime, you could call it that, to take a high school anime and mix it in with suspenseful horror, dramatic themes of post-apocalyptic zombie themes in the world. The anime itself does take a lot more of a lighter tone compared to the manga, but the anime itself does have its moments. Honestly, it could throw you off if you just didn't read the synopsis or didn't know what the show's about in the first place. Just by looking at like the front cover, it appears to just be a normal show about these 4 high school girls. But it's when you take a closer look at the slight details, that's when you realize like, oh, this isn't a normal show. But yeah, overall 8 out of 10. Really cool concept and idea with that slice of life, happy high schoolness mixed with the drama, horror, suspensefulness. And the last anime I want to talk about is honestly a show that I recently watched. Was about, I think, a couple months ago, maybe. It was definitely last year when I watched this. A Place Further Than the Universe. And man, this, it's gonna sound cliche, but this anime, honestly, it hit hard. It changed me. This show changed me. It's an adventure, slice of life comedy with a bit of drama. The show follows our main character, Mari Tamaki, and she's always dreamed of wanting to do more with her life, and just to do really. Filled with the overwhelming sense of wonder for the world around her, she's always dreamed of what lies beyond the reaches of the universe. But even though having all those wonders and dreams, but it's her fear of the unknown and the anxiety over her own possible limitations that have always held her back from chasing them. And now, in her second year of high school, she is determined to not let her youth go to waste. And that's when a chain of events just come together in a perfect harmony. Tamaki meets our other main characters, and as these 4 high school girls take on an adventure to Antarctica, of all places, they learn more about themselves, about the world, what they want to do. Boiled down, the show could really just be a show about these 4 high school girls going to Antarctica on a mission. But I think the deeper meaning to the show is to really show and make you think about what are you doing with your time, and don't allow fear and anxiety of your own limitations, for example, to hold you back from what you really want to do. And now, as sporadic as I think going on an adventure to Antarctica is, I mean, heck, I think taking on sporadic adventures and these big challenges is very important for many people to realize and just honestly try. I just thought it was a very endearing, beautiful anime, honestly. For me, this show is an absolute 10 out of 10. Truly inspiring and just, again, overall beautiful anime that I definitely recommend you watch. I don't think it's talked about enough, and I don't think many people have actually really given this one a chance and have seen it. But yeah, those are just 3 of the many anime that I've seen, and I'll probably be talking about literally every anime I've ever seen in a later video, but for today, just those 3. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen any of these that I've just talked about, and what do you think about them. But yeah, as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.